Hi, I'm Corey Barloggi, and this is my Reflective e-journal for EDAD 768A. Decisions made must be in compliance with school, district, state, and federal policies and regulations. When making decisions, I make sure they are made according to what's best for all the parties involved. So, for example, for the school, I look at evidence for students. The evidence I look at would be data, which drives the instruction. Data is taken from many sources, such as from early literacy assessments, RQCs, MAP scores, LPAC, the CASP, common teacher assessments per grade levels, which are formative and summative assessments. Could take data from Illuminate, ARIES, teacher observations, also from IEP goals and progress on those goals. Look at data from SSTs. I always get like parent input, teacher input, because that's best to know most about the child. Look at behavior evidence, which also comes from the SSTs, parent input, teacher input, also the behavior referrals and counseling notes, suspensions, and even attendance. We look at this data and we look at our PBIS that we have, and we look at our tier 1, 2, and 3 interventions that are created for these students. By looking at the data, we're able to know which students fall into these interventions. We start looking at the whole and then narrowing down to individual student needs according to the data that's collected. Our PBIS also helps to reinforce positive behaviors for our students. We look at the data so that we know that this data guides our instruction and also the decision making for behavior issues and concerns for our students. When making decisions that model ethics, equity, and integrity, I do the following. I want to make those connections and build those relationships of trust and respect and reliability first. I do this by listening, validating feelings. I want to have honest, candid conversation with teachers so that they know that I'm not beating around the bush, and what I'm going to tell them is what I see, and I get the facts, and I only talk about the facts. I am a problem solver, and I like to do that with a team. I like to collaborate together as a team, analyze data together as a team, and follow through. I do what is best for all the stakeholders involved, and I always ask what is best in the best interest of the student, and even what is in the best interest of the teacher. For me, it's all about helping transform a school by focusing on the effectiveness, improvement, and development, by stimulating, facilitating, and coordinating change that is best for all stakeholders. It's a team effort, and there is no I in team. I like that one quote that says, it takes a village, and it really does. So that means it takes the whole school, all the stakeholders working together to make it successful. My personal morals, values, and background. Basically, my personal code of ethics is trust. It's important to have trust to build trust. It's important to have honesty, integrity. Without that, there is no relationship building. And when teachers come to me, I make sure that it's confidential. And also students too, and parents, unless they want to have the meetings with the teacher. I'm very professional. I am all about having honest, candid conversations, because I don't think that having a conversation where you're not transparent, you're beating around the bush, is not going to gain the trust of the people that you need the trust from. I like to be objective. Being impartial is extremely important. I make sure I get all the facts first. My moral principles, what I live by about doing the right thing. And if the right thing could be not necessarily right maybe for someone, but it's the right thing for the student or the teacher or for the one that I'm helping out. And I like to have those conversations that will help guide my decision making and what needs to happen. I think transparency is also important. I always like to share my thoughts and opinions honestly and respectfully, because I think that is also a huge part of building the trust with the teachers and the staff and the families and even the students. It's those connections that are so important.